Alrighty, it comes to that time of the morning where we all sit back with some form of trepidation. It is time for What Caught My Eye, and kicking us off today is Lauder.
TJ, I have so many people ask me about this show and they say, do Nathan and TJ get along?
Yeah, I get a bit of that too.
I get a lot of that. And it is a bit of a package of the back and forth over the time.
Oh, this would be good.
No!
Why did you do that?
Because the ball. What do you think?
Let's talk about the last time you were at KFC and you smashed up the ATM.
Oh,
no! At least the cops didn't come. Did you smash the ATM at KFC?
After a final in Brisbane.
I knocked it about.
You need to stop the obsession, right? You're on Triple M. That's all you seem to talk about.
You need to stop stuffing up.
I know that you're Mr. Glad Wrap these days, as in you're just clinging. But, you've got to get...
Clinging for 25 years.
Just stop it.
So I defend it and I say, no, they get on fine. They get on fine. But I was concerned during the week, and I'm sure, I know we don't show each other's text messages, but I'm going to on this occasion because it's very light-hearted. But here was TJ during the week said, well done, Nath, because Nath made the best side of the last 25 years at Footscray Western Bulldogs.
Private messages, Lord.
Look at Brownie's emoji. He's sticking the fingers up, and I've said, TJ was giving you a pat on the back, Nath, and you said, I'm not used to compliments from TJ. So where were you?
When you get 100 backhanded compliments that don't mean anything, and then all of a sudden you get a serious compliment, how are you meant to take that? I took that as another backhanded compliment from a man who doesn't...
In what way was that a backhanded compliment?
Hey?
In what way was that a backhanded compliment?
Any way that this man could do a backhanded compliment, he does.
I'd normally take your side in this, but I'm taking TJ's in this one, Brownie. You're in the wrong, mate.
Yeah, because it took me 10 minutes to work out what that emoji was. I thought you were saying, look above.
Right.
So I started going back through the messages.
Middle finger.
Yeah, well, I know that now, thank you.
I just feel like you're disingenuous.
No, do you want to apologise?
Absolutely not. We don't apologise. OK, so we're a family in here at Channel 9, and particularly on the news set. And we, as so much of a family, we've obviously seen Stu wheeling you around as part of the family. And there everybody is. This is last
Professional wheeler, Stu Ackley.
Wheeler.
Yeah. Don't even thank him, TJ.
And then there's always the family shot at the end of the news when the news is over and you just pan and you see everybody until the other night. And I feel like this is where the lawyers have got involved because they've said, we can no longer show Tony. We can no longer show him. But the lawyers have said, maybe a little bit, but I want you... He's realised and he's like, what? The lawyers have said, we can't show him anymore.
I'll tell you what, so now we're showing private text messages, we're showing off-air material. No, because it could have given me an extra 7 minutes to hit the road and get home. But anyway, so I had to sit there. Now, Nathan.
Yeah.
What a night. I want to be honest here. What a night Friday night. Like, it was, I mean, you made that quarter team of the century that the Bulldogs put out.
That's a backhanded compliment.
Spot on. But look at all these
Gary
legends.
Dempsey, Telvin
Look at that. I mean,
Plough,
like Simon Beasley,
Brian Rory,
Tony Liberatore,
the Surfer,
are all there. Scotty West, Luke Darcy, right, there's Adam Cooney, right, Rowan Smith, Brad Johnson, all there.
I'll save you the time.
Hang on. Tom Boyd made it.
I'll save you
hang
the
on,
time.
you were there.
I certainly was.
You were there. But you were
myself.
working at Triple M, weren't you?
Yes.
No, you weren't. You weren't on air because I listened. You weren't on air. You were sitting in the stands as a spectator. Mm-hmm. And they still didn't ask you to come out and join the greats.
Tony, I'll save you the time.
They still didn't
when you leave for money, they don't invite you back, OK? They do not invite you back. When you leave for cash, they go, he's done.
So, Brownie, Gary Dempsey left. Gary Dempsey
he
left.
went to North Melbourne. He was there.
Enough time's gone by. OK, he's a six-time best.
So you concede...
Terry Wallace left.
You concede that you left Footscray for Richmond for money.
Tell you what, Channel 9 wish you left.
Hang on.
They go, how can we get rid of him?
They've just
He's
signed
got
me
so much long service
They've
leave.
just signed me for 2 years.
The lawyers would have had to prove
Listen,
that.
so you concede that you left Footscray for Richmond.
Yeah.
OK, so then Richmond should be celebrating your efforts, but I don't know if that was the case because when they tried to do that, right, you went out with your family and then you went down there for a little bit of a kick.
Yep.
The Richmond supporters couldn't give a hoot in hell. Yeah. That's how much they respect you. So the Footscray people people don't want to know you. And Richmond people don't care about you.
That must have been COVID time. You must have extended it. Hey, look, now you know I'm going to move on. You know you've made it on this show when people start sending in clips for this segment in particular. So, Lordo, you have been throwing out cricket advice for a long period of time now. You think you're Justin Langer. So we've got, I know you ripped me for this one the other day, but mate, most of Australia is thanking me for this one and getting Trav Head in form. So, I mean, at least my balls are on the pitch, but Wise kind of putting in 3. I asked for 2 clips, not 3. And then
Well, yeah, there's 5 he could have chosen.
there's 5 he could have chosen, absolutely. You've even ripped Nath over the last couple of weeks. The last 2 weeks you've ripped him for bowling absolute pies as well. He's not 1, not 2, but
Big crowd.
slapped around everywhere. Huge crowd, absolutely. There was one guy in the stands which we do know of. And he's getting smoked around by a plumber. Which
is all fair enough.
Yep, feedback's been
hell of a
accepted,
build-up.
mate. But we've got some feedback for you
Melbourne,
because
North
you're
Melbourne's
throwing all
about
these darts. Mate, you're throwing all these darts around our cricket. And I just want you to take a quick look at this shot.
He's disgusting. What is that?
That's worth it, Rory.
That's not you.
I introduced what was called a paddle sweep.
Right.
And fair to say, that was the only time I used it, Nate. And
Right.
You'd have a crack, like just give it a
that's-
whack.
That was worth it.
No, that's fair enough. I'm willing to wear that.
That was a good catch too, by the
Yeah,
way.
I know, but I must admit, I've averaged 60 since that day.
You need to be bowling too.
Now, TJ, feedback to what we did last week
What'd
on
we
what
do?
caught my eye was through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's back this week.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Now, everyone's happy with the TJ, except some of our mates over the way. And one particular person got a bit worked up over it and didn't like it.
I've got one more, but before we get into it, let's take a look at this vision.
This is our segment. It's back. So I'm Vol-Damoing. I am Vol-Damoing somebody that we used to know, TJ, a former friend of this show. He's a thief, he's a plagiarist, and he's got form in this theft space.
Okay, so I'm going to give the guys a C. It's a bit of fun. So they get a C for comedy gold, they get a C for class, and maybe a C so they can spell credibility. Because if you don't go one of your own who caused a global diplomatic incident, then don't come after our man.
So he's rightly questioned us all there. A couple of things. We don't edit out things on our show, and they edit out the funny bits, and they only gave us a C, TJ. I'm really, really hopeful of a B+ on this one, and we haven't edited this.
When the Saints go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in, oh, how I want to be Katzenkuller. When the Saints go marching in.
Oh, wow.
B+ worthy, you reckon, that one?
I don't know. One of the few times he got to sing the song under his captaincy. But anyway, let's take a break. This is the Sunday Footy Show. Those Saints, they were singing it last night.